Hi, welcome to another edition of MTG Playback. I'm Mark. I'm an actual pastor who plays Magic the Gathering, and this whole series is where I play a game on Arena and then talk about it afterwards. So if you've been watching the last week or so, I've been trying to develop a Rats deck that gets playable in Standard. I played a version of this deck actually today, which I'm recording on Sunday, at my local gaming store for Standard. Went a very quick lost every game rather quickly, lost to Azorius Soldiers, lost to Esper Legends, and so this deck still needs a lot of work. So this is a newer version of the deck. I'm switching from a toxic theme to just mono black and to see what I can do with it. I've been testing it for quite a bit today. Hasn't done very well, so I'm really kind of showcasing the other decks that we're seeing in Standard, and you can see what's going on. So here's my opening hand. I've got Gnawing Vermin, I got Go for the Throat, I've got the Sewer King, and I've got Old Shelly, so I'm going to start it and see what happens. They've mulligan. That's hopefully, crossing fingers, a good sign. Alright, let's see what deck they've got going on. Mill them. And 2 lands right off the top, which might have been... I might have wished they had grabbed those. Also, at the beginning, kind of looks like maybe it's a mono red. Not quite sure yet. Decide not to attack because I don't really have a good follow-up quite yet. So we're both being slow, both being cautious. They've got 2 red up, which is suspicious. So I said, you know what? Let's just see. Let's see if they have a lightning strike. Let's see what they've got in their hand. So my goal right now is to just get the wider, right? It's kind of slow. They've got 3 red. I'm kind of expecting more. Like I guess this isn't an aggro deck. I would expect it more by now. Here's Ren Resolve. They've got a big score. So they're doing something. I'm not quite sure what yet. Okay, got another Lord Skitter. Made all my land drops so far. So here I have an option. I can either go for the Moon Sage Scion. When it hits, I can play cards. Or I can cast Shelly. I decided let's move to combat. Start clearing out their graveyard a little bit. Let's attack. Alright. So because I have an unblocked rat, I'm going to play Ninjutsu. I'm going to sub one of my characters onto the... get rid of my rat token. Put this bad boy on here. Clear out another thing from the graveyard. Get some combat damage in, which is risky. They could have had a scry or something else. And then I get to exile the top card of each of our library and then play something. Alright, so I'm going to play Iron Apprentice. Ain't a great card, but it's something. And it's a creature. I can't play my land because I've already played a land for turn. And we'll go from there. So my board state is starting to flesh out a little bit. Theirs is pretty empty. I'm not quite sure yet exactly what they are doing. Maybe you know. Alright, another big score. Alright, so they're pumping their hand. They're building a bunch of mana. They're doing something. Alright, their land is tapped out. I'm going to create another rat. Get some more stuff out of the graveyard. Swing for combat. Got them down to 6. Okay, and so then here I'm going to decide to fill up my hand. And then I decide to play Shelly. Now you'll see why this is a problem. Because I've used up all my mana and I've got nothing left. Right, and then here's a card. I forgot about this card, right? So they're going to play Devilish Valor, who, whenever another creature enters in, it's just going to get bigger. It's got Trample, it's got Haste. I've got one blocker, and they've got 1, 2, 3 mana available. So they already know what they're going to do. Charming Scoundrel. Create a treasure token. Another creature came in. Now the Devilish Valet has 8 power and trample. Right. They're going to play the Epicure again. Alright. Create another token. That's going to all of a sudden now it's 16. Now this is lethal, right? Because I only have one blocker at this point. Well, no, could take 5, so I'm down to 1. Gleeful Demolition. We're going to destroy one of their creatures. Create 3 on there. Boom. 128. I think I've been killed by bigger creatures before, but not that quickly. So that was a mistake on my part. I should have been aware that they probably have something that I would want go for the throat, something to take removal off the board. But it is what it is. So thank you for watching this edition of MTG Playback. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time to see what else my rat deck runs into next.